Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My hair's down today, super crazy. It's alright, I'm loving it. The sea water is making it frou frou, frou frou. Anyways, today's topic is a little bit about, open-mindedness and willingness. And the reasons why I say that is because I was just in my meetings today and I was just thinking about how I got here, why did I get here, what brought me to where I wanted to be. And I was just discussing with some people because there was a new person in our meeting today and they were asking a whole bunch of questions and stuff about things, and I don't understand this, I don't understand that. And and I was just talking and just giving things about based on my own experience. And what I realized is that if I wasn't open-mindedness, if I wasn't open and if I wasn't willing to change my life, if I didn't make myself disciplined, if I didn't have a motivation, if all of these things all come down to positive mindset. If you're not ready to have a positive mindset, you will not have a positive mindset. If you want to do something you've never done before, you can't go in saying, oh yeah, I know. Well, if you've never done it before, how do you know? And someone said, people who always say, I know, and don't do it, they don't know. And I was like, holy shit, that is so powerful. So, for an example, me, I'm okay, I know how to do taping. So stucco, mudding, however you call it in your country, when you take mud, the white stuff, and you put it over gyprock to hide the lines and hide all the little nails and to have a nice flat surface before you prime and paint the walls. So I know about this. So when I was younger, my mom and I, we used to do a lot of home renovations. So we would do tiling, we would do painting, we would do all of these different things at home. But I never touched the electrical and I never touched plumbing. I don't know why I never did. I don't know why I wasn't interested in it. But I remember one time looking at electrical and I was like, this shit is so fucking confusing. I'm not even gonna deal with it. So when I started working as a taper, I was like, okay, I have to go in here believing that I don't know anything. I don't know how to grout, I don't know how to lay a tile, I don't know how to nail a nail, I don't know how to screw a screw. So what I did was I took my brain and I put it at a conscious, competent level. Meaning is I'm going in there knowing nothing. Even though I know stuff, but I don't know anything. And by doing that, I was able to be open-minded because I was willing to learn something new that allowed me to be an expert in this type of field. So that was just one thing. Another thing is I used to make men's clothes. When I got back to home, you couldn't really do construction without having papers and all of this shit and all of this blah blah because a union and a this and a that and a whole bunch of blah blah shit that I didn't even want to deal with. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do what I've always loved as a kid because they call me Sophia the bag lady because I always have so many bags all the time. So you know what, I'm gonna go into fashion. But you know what? What I noticed was because I was very grateful that my grandma taught me everything that I needed to know, how to sew, how to do this, how to pin, how to do this. But when I went to school to learn about men's fashion, I still went in there with the mind of I don't know anything. Even though I did know a lot, I didn't know anything. And because I put out this certain type of mindset as if I don't know anything, even though I had all of the tools, I had more tools than the school store that was downstairs. I had all of these nicks and crannies and gadgets that would allow me and my classmates to do different types of work. So because I did that, my classmates would ask me, oh, hey, Sasha, do you have this? Hey, Sasha, you got that? Hey, Sasha, how do you do this? Hey, Sasha, how do you do that? And I spent so much time teaching these people that when it came to my assignments, I was like, okay, yeah, just give me like 10 minutes, I'll be done. You know what I mean? Like, it was just so easy for me to do these things because I had a basis of already how to do it. But then when I wanted to learn from teachers and other types of professionals, my experience just went like through the roof. Then people were calling me, hey, we need you at this fashion show, we need you at this fashion show, we need you at this event, we need you at this fundraiser. It was just constant positivity. But because I set my mind at a conscious, competent level as if I don't know anything, it allowed me to grow, and it allowed other people to pick up on my vibration on how to do something. So, other than that, when I came here to Cancun, Louis Vuitton, was looking, for client advisors, like I mentioned in my other video. So I went into this as if I knew everything. I went into this with not a negative mindset, but a mindset as if I knew everything, they should hire me, they have no need to hire anybody else. So I created this negative energy around me as if I know everything. And what happened? Well, I didn't get the job. I'm not saying that like, oh my God, it's the end of the world, I won't get a job. No, not at all. It's just, I've always wanted to work at Louis Vuitton. Like, of all places to work at, like crazy. So being in this meeting today and talking with the newcomer coming in, who is coming in with all of these thoughts and all of these knowledges of what they think they know, and I was just saying, like, you know what? I was once in your spot. I was there before. And what I did was, when I came into program of recovery, when I came into the rooms, I was obviously hot-headed, right? I'm coming out of my addiction. I know everything. Oh, my ego is the size of Timbuktu. But then when I started doing my steps and my sponsor started putting me in my place, I realized that I don't know anything at all. So I had to change my mind. I did an entire psych change. Like, it was so baffling that because I was able to take that conscious competence that I had in my past that allowed me to grow, I took it and I put it into my program. So if I was spending like 10 hours a day using whatever the fuck I decided to use that day, I was like, you know what? I can take that same amount of time and put it into my recovery. And then as I was doing that, I kept dropping all of this ego that I had, brick by brick by brick, and it just kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, to the point where I was in there as if I was a newborn baby. I wanted to be taught everything that I needed to. And as the days go on, as the weeks go on, new bricks got put on, but these bricks weren't demented. These bricks weren't broken. These were actually full bricks that had nice layers of concrete or beton or whatever you call it, asphalt, I don't know what the words you use, in between the bricks that gave me a foundation. And there's ants everywhere. I don't understand where they're coming from. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. Because I have this strong foundation around me, now that when I'm trying to help people, all I see is my old self. But what I'm also learning, where are these ants coming from? They're like coming out of the floor or something. I don't know. Anyways, as I'm like seeing everybody that like I've been speaking to, I was like, oh my God, I was like that. Oh my God, I used to be like this. Oh my God, I remember when I used to be like that. So I found out that when you try to relay your story, or when I try to like explain, like, hey, this is what I went through, like, oh, hey, it's okay, don't worry about it, I used to feel like that too, oh, okay, and I just find myself constantly repeating myself over and over and over again. So it's like either you're not listening or you don't want to change. Because I've also been in rooms, I've also been in meetings where someone will come in and someone tells them stuff and they're like, holy shit, this is what I need to do? Not a problem. Honesty, openness, and willingness. If you don't have that willingness, you won't get there. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just apply that in everything in my life. So when I came here in December to Cancun, just for a little vacation, and I did some like soul searching and trying to realize who I am, where I wanted to be, all of that stuff, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna do this on my own. No one's gonna know, no one's gonna hear anything, no one's gonna do anything. I'm gonna do this all inside my head. What I did is I manifested myself a life that I wanted to. I was like, if I can ask for help and get it, I was like, why can't I manifest other things in my life? So what I did was I took my cell phone, it's over there. I took my cell phone and I put a picture of me smiling on the beach. And I would tell myself, I will be there one day. I will be there. I will be there. I will be there. Not one day. I will be there. I will be there. And then throughout that 6 months before I moved, I think it was about end of January, February, I was at my mom's house. My mom was like, oh my God, you want to have Chinese? And I said, yeah, let's go have Chinese. So we went to Ho's, and that day, this man was explaining to me the meaning or like the fundamentals of a fortune cookie. And I was like, huh, all right. I was like, let's try this out. So he goes, what you do is you have 2 fortune cookies. He's like, you take one, you have to give it to the person, and then the other person does the same thing. So me and my mom, we opened up these fortune cookies, and my fortune said, you will be that person you have been thinking about. I was like, holy shit, that is amazing. I kept that little fortune on my kitchen table every day. Every single day I had it there. So what I would do is I would wake up, I would think about, I will be there. Because every time we look at our phone, which is apparently every 21 seconds of the day, I don't look at it that much because I have other things to do, but we look at our phone that often. So every day, multiple times a day, I was looking at that phone. I will be there, I will be there, I will be there. But on top of trying to manifest, creating this image in my head, I had words that I would say. That person that you are willing to be will be arriving soon. I know I'm not saying it the proper way, but it's all in the same type of manner. I knew that one day I will be back here, here, Cancun. So about February, end of February comes, I'm feeling really pumped, it's really good. Every time I leave my house, I feel like shit because the environment that I was living in was shitty. Not my house, but everything outside of it. Because Montreal in Canada made me so sick that for myself to try to heal in a place that made me sick was too nearly impossible. So I was like, you know what? My 30th year is almost coming to an end. I somewhat did everything that I want to. I want to continue doing more. I got not much left. February, March, April, May, June. My birthday is in June, so I had about 4.5 to 5 months to live everything that I wanted to. Everything. So I was like, you know what? I will not be living in Montreal on my birthday. I will not be living in Montreal on my birthday. So these 3 things that I kept telling myself every day, multiple times a day, I created this vibration. I created this energy. I was creating this mindset. I was creating this life that I wanted to create for myself. Because those are my desires. My desire since I was a child to work at a Louis Vuitton store, live on the beach, and work for myself. That doesn't mean I can't work for the Louis Vuitton store while I work for myself. Because, you know, side gigs are always cool. It's always good to have a little bit of extra moolah in the pocket, apparently. But since I came here, I don't really care about money. Not at all. So I had to take that, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire shit out of my head. Because not that it was not realistic. Oh, it's realistic. Anybody could be a millionaire as many days as they want. Think about as many times. I do not shun people who want to be bajillionaires either. But for me, that wasn't my goal. My goal is that I wanted to feel good every day. Every day I wanted to wake up, I wanted to feel good. So what did I have to do? I had to continue manifesting these things. because I believe that I deserve to feel good. But when you're back home, this negative environment, this negative bubble, you just watch people every day driving angry, anger everywhere, lack of customer service, no respect, this, that, all of these negative character defects that people have at home because the news and social media tell us, oh, you gotta be like that, oh, you gotta be like that, oh, you gotta be like that. But the person on the inside is fucking dying because they don't wanna be like that, but because, oh, social norms, oh, society, oh, my city. Fuck that shit. Seriously, fuck that shit. If you want a life for yourself, just think about it. How do you wanna feel? What makes you feel good? I'm not talking about materialistic things. I'm talking about actions and environments. If you believe that staying in your hometown is gonna make you happy, even though on the inside, when you're by yourself, you're fucking dead, why are you gonna stay there? Oh, because of my family. Fuck your family! Your family's not gonna live a life for you. Your family's not gonna put your underwear on in the morning. Your family's not gonna make you have a shower. No, you're gonna do that shit for yourself. Because you know that when you leave that front door, you have to be dressed. So you have the willingness to put clothes on. You are honest with yourself and be like, hey, you know what? I have to accept that I cannot go outside of my house naked. Why? Because you're going to get arrested for public indecency. That doesn't mean you can't wear a sports bra. It doesn't mean you can't wear shorts. You know, like, I don't blame people who dress like that at all. Me, I'm in my sports bra, but you know what? I'm in my house. Okay, there's not many around. People, you guys are watching over there, but you guys don't see the rest of me. I like my shoulders, so I don't mind showing it off. I'm pretty beefy, I'm not gonna lie, you know what I mean? Ha ha ha, but that's because I choose, because I am willing to wake up and go to the gym. Because I know that by doing that, I'm gonna make myself feel good. So coming back to honest, openness, and willingness, how honest will you be with yourself? How willing are you going to be on willingness? Open, willing, and honest. Oh my God, I think I'm just repeating myself because I'm going on because I could talk about this for so long. Because you know what? The law of attraction is real. You know what? There's so many conspiracy theories. There's so many people trying to sell you on the law of attraction, blah, blah, blah. But do you know why it doesn't work for people? Is because you have the belief that you do not deserve it. Or you don't have the belief that you think it because your subconscious is like, oh yeah, fuck you, you don't deserve it. Oh fuck, who are you kidding? Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh this, oh that, because you have those that negative chain around your subconscious, that's why the law of attraction doesn't work. It's like the law of gravity. What happens if you throw something up in the air? It comes down, doesn't it? That's law of gravity. Same as law of attraction. You attract in your life the energy that you portray. So you know what they say, misery loves company? It's because all of these miserable people can sit around a room and talk about how miserable they are. And it'd be okay. But just imagine being in a room full of people who only talk about positive. You're gonna feel that energy. You're gonna feel the vibration. You're gonna feel all of this positive nature around you, and you're gonna be attracted to it. So, also from past experiences, if I'm having a bad day, I'm not gonna lie, I've had a few bad days, but when I'm having a bad day and you talk to someone about it, what happens? That person just fucking cuts you off because they can't get anything out of you. But when you're positive, they want to be around you. And for me, I don't want to be around those types of people. And being in Montreal, it was a lot like that. You can't portray sadness. You can't portray anger. You can't portray anything that is negative because all you have to be is happy. Because happy is the way to be. You know what? Yeah. But if you're not feeling good being happy, why the fuck are you going to be happy? You know what I mean? Like, for me, that doesn't make sense. Like, at all. At all. I use the law of attraction. It's been a very long time I've used the laws of attraction. I was probably maybe, oh my God, like my early 20s. My dad was like really into Tony Robbins and Wayne Dyer and Eric Tolle and all of these people. Joe Nunziata. My dad is actually very personal friends with Joe Nunziata. And he was telling me all of these different things about law of attraction. I'm like, what the fuck is that, law of attraction? He was like, I'll read The Secret. So I read this book. I was confused as fuck. I was like, it doesn't say anything. He was like, yeah, it does. You just didn't read it. So I have to read it again and try to understand. But I have to go into reading this book as if I don't know anything. So when I read the book, I was like, okay, I'm starting to get it. And my dad just started talking to me about it. He started giving me examples because I'm a visual person. So he'd give me examples and he's like, hey, let's try this out. And I remember he had me pull out this white blank sheet of paper and he had me draw a circle and just say 1 year. 1 year is 365 days. It's not a long time. It's not a long time at all, as I've come to realize. And he said, draw little branches off of this 1 year. And he's like, think about it, image it, manifest it, and see what happens when you subconsciously work from here to the next 365 days. I shit you not, because I believed that I deserved all of those things on that piece of paper. I got them all. So I was 21, about to turn 22. And I said I wanted to live on my own. I wanted to have a car. I wanted to be skinny. I wanted to have friends. I wanted to because I was in Toronto at that time. Then I went back to Montreal. And I wanted to have a partner. And I also said that I wanted to do lots of drugs. And 1 year, I had all of those things. And I was fucking high as fuck. I was like, this is cool. This is amazing. So what happened? I did another year. And guess what? Happened again. I got everything that I manifested. All of this shit that I manifested because all I just kept thinking about was I want drugs rather than all of the other materialistic things. And then as I got older, when I was in Calgary, Alberta, at the time I made a list. I want to be a men's fashion designer. I want to learn how to make shoes. I want to be back home. I want to take care of my mom. And I want an animal. By the time I wrote that, alright, the year after, I completely forgot about this list. I completely forgot about it completely. So when I was back in school, in fashion school, learning men's fashion, I had this notebook and I was like, oh cool, I need a new notebook. I grabbed it in my pile because I like to write, I like to journal, I like to do all that stuff. So I grabbed one of these books and I'm in class and I'm just flipping through the page and I was just like, holy shit. And the teacher was like, watch your language. And I was like, sorry. She's like, well, do you want to share with the class? And I was just like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it. And I looked at this list and I fucking had everything that I had on this list. Not that I didn't go searching for it. I just subconsciously took this list and put it into my everyday actions, everyday thoughts, everyday manifestations. So, like I said, at the beginning of the year, I made this list. But this time, I made my life differently. I wanted things that made me feel good. So feeling good was being on the beach, having people around me who understand and who love me no matter if I'm up or if I'm down. I wanted a dog. I said, did I say I live on the beach? Yeah, I probably did. Ooh, I'm so pumped. This is so pumping. What? Anyways, I wanted to live on the beach. I wanted a dog. I wanted to have people around me that love me for my highs and lows. I also wanted to be healthy. I want to be tan and I want my tattoo. Just these stupid little things in my life that I wanted. And like I said, I would look at my phone. I would look at my fortune cookie and I told myself every day I will not be here on my birthday. And guess what? 3 days before my birthday, I packed up. I have 3 bags over there, suitcases in my room. I packed up an entire apartment, everything that I needed to take with me, and I took it, put it on the plane, and I fucked off. I celebrated my 31st birthday on the beach. I never thought in my entire life that I would be worthy enough to do that because I grew up in such a negative environment with such a fucking dysfunctional family that I never thought that I would be able to be happy. I never thought that I'd be able to go to the beach. But you know what? Now that I'm here, the people that are around me from back home that I can't give my stuff, my money, my time, my energy, my everything, people don't contact me. My phone doesn't ring. My phone beeps. But my phone, when it beeps, are the people that I actually fucking care about, and these people actually fucking care about me. Because all of those other people, that say, oh yeah, we're friends, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, they don't give a shit about me. Because if they gave a shit, and I would call them and be like, hey, you know what, I'm not doing so well today. Oh, hey, you know what, hey, what's going on? Let me listen. Hey, what's going on? Now I'm just assuming and somewhat expecting of what people would treat me as. But no, because this is what we're fucking born with. We're born with a way of helping other people. We're supposed to help other people. Because if you're a mom and you have a baby, how is your baby supposed to grow up and learn? Because you're supposed to help him. Everything in this world revolves around help. And what I've also realized in relationships is honesty, trust, communication, love, and respect. No matter what relationship is, mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, coworker, boss, manager, supervisor, whatever the fuck, the guy at McDonald's, if you do not have those 5 things, you don't have a relationship. You're living in a negative. You're just taking advantage of someone. You're being manipulative. You're being a narcissist. Because it's always give and take. Give and take. What are you just going to keep taking and never give? You think people are going to want to be around you? No, not at all. But what I realized is that back home in the society that I lived in, that's all people want. Give, take, 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 take. Here you go for another example I can give you up. So, if you go to McDonald's back home, what I've learned in the States, it's not the same. But back home in Canada, if you go to McDonald's, it's, yeah, what do you want? Yeah, what's your order? Hi, how you doing today? Yeah, good, what? And it's just so fucking rude. I'm like, I know that you're busy, but you can't be that busy to say, hey, I'm good, how are you? Are you fucking kidding me? So, I'm not saying that, oh, I have to deal with this business, oh, I have to always do this, I have to always do that. No. I am willing to change my environment in order to make myself feel good. So, with that being said, it's a very long video, but all I wanted to say was, what are you gonna do in order to make yourself feel good? If you want to share, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm not really on Facebook, so blah. But you can leave a comment, you can subscribe, send me an email. You have all of that deets. I'm very open, don't mind talking to you. And I'm gonna go shower now because I finished the gym and my meetings and I need to get up all this sweat off. So I hope everybody has a good day. I will talk to y'all soon. And yeah, let's say bye, puppies. Puppies. Bye. See, I manifested my little puppy and I got one. I got one of my babies. You can manifest anything you want in your life. What do you want to manifest?